Beep, beep, beep.
Beep, beep, beep.
The bats don't stream.
Yes. Otto! Hey! I'm doing okay. How are you? Oh, numbering the parts. Yeah, the parts that are already cut, that are not part of the bigger like felt piece, because like I can still see the numbers on the bigger pieces, but the pieces that I had cut a billion years ago, it's harder to see. So I thought I would label them. I kind of hate how they went and didn't group these intelligently. Like I need all the pieces from 28 through 60. But if you look on this one, like I have 75 here and then I have 42 there, so I kind of have to like maneuver. If they had like made it more like a block and then another block, it would be much easier to ouch, to you know, keep track of what is what. I just went to wake Jinx up. She gave me a dirty look for waking her up, but you know, that's what you get if you wake me up all through the night. It's not revenge, it's just to make sure she sleeps some of the night. Do you know how old she is? It's a really inefficient way to... Numbering them must have been so confusing to do. Yeah, that too. Especially back then. Like, probably all of this was made through a lot of, you know, work with a copier. My fingers are being very velcro-y today, which helps a lot. It's wonderful. So that one probably goes there. Yeah, okay. No idea, she's not young. What's the white cube thing with the circle? Oh, this is a washi tape dispenser. it's meant that you can like there was a sticky foam that you could put on there, and you could put it on the wall and then have easily accessible like washi tape. I really like these dispensers. Alright, so I'm gonna need this. Yeah, it's really cool. They had them. I think it might be MT that makes them, and MT, as you probably know, is the best masking washi tape. And they had them, and I got one, and I was like, oh, I really like it. And then I saw that they had them on sale, and I got like a bunch of them. I think I must have something like 10 of them. And I don't regret having so many, because I have all sorts of tapes in them for various purposes. Like, you know, when people say like, oh, but I bought washi tape and it doesn't stick, and I'm like, oh, the best way to tell me you didn't buy empty washi tape without telling me you didn't buy empty washi tape, you know. It's the only one that's worth getting if you really want to use it to, you know, stick stuff on stuff. Yeah, this is really handy. Like, I've tried various thingies to like easily cut washi tape, but this is obviously the most efficient. Or the opposite, and the tape rips stuff up. Yep, that's a classic. Like, this is a good example. Okay, so I need the hats. So I need these two back of hats. The camera is, hold on. And then I also need these two. So I need these two and these two. Why weren't these two put here? So I could just cut it there and, you know, call it a day. No, I have to, like, make all sorts of weird cuts to get to the ones that I want. It's a bit silly. Almost. Oh, I made such a mess. Hold on, let me see if I can redo the puzzle. It's kind of even harder now because I don't have all the pieces, so this one is like this one. I don't need that. I need this one. I need this face and this hat. Okay, so hey, Lena! right? Yeah, I'm almost done technically taking out all the pieces I need. This is like archaeology. Although empty designs are, how do I say this? Demure. Compared to other brands. I wish they were more, they do more. Yeah, they are very, they are the exact same kind of vibe than the Winsor & Newton professional watercolor range. It's some very tame stuff and nothing particularly exciting. Oh, I'm gonna hate figuring out which ones from this one that I need. Oh, this is the worst. Alright, so I need these two. It's 39. Then I need these two. Okay. Okay, it's good. Okay. And I need this one here. I mean, this set is old enough, this kit is old enough that it could possibly be actual archaeology. This one here, because why not have them one next to the other, right? Right? So Newton per range is such a great comparison. It's gonna be really easy though for the very last two penguins. It's basically gonna be everything that's left. I think I have all the pieces. Embroider or attach sequins to the following appliques before cutting out. So I need, in the blue felt, I need 39. Which is none of these. It's gotta be this scarf bits. It's 30. That's 30. That's 39. Not this one. What else? Green felt, 51. white felt 57. What's that one? Oh, it's the bit that, I think it's the bit that goes on top of the, yeah, that one. So it's 57. Which one do I need? 57. So that's the bit that goes on top of the, this one here. Oh, and that goes here. Ah, things are starting to make sense. Okay. Alright, so I need to sequin all of these. Today went out for lunch and then went on a walk, did some shopping. Ooh, that sounds really lovely. Sounds like a really good idea, Lana, to have a bit of a break. Besides, like you say, it's not like you can do anything else. This is not what I am looking for. This is... So again, I think for the white felt, I'm gonna go with these ones again. I think for the green, so the green sequins I have are like this, but I also have these. I think I'm gonna use these just to make it a bit different. I think it's gonna be interesting. Though, hold on. Why would I... If this is meant to be a wreath... Oh, see, they used red sequins on theirs. Because I was looking at this, and if you, I don't know if you guys will be able to see because of the glare, but the tree and the wreath, I feel like I could probably get away with using colorful sequins on those to mimic ornaments. Oh, you painted again, Anna. What did you paint? And yeah, for the scarves, I'm probably gonna go for these blue ones. Yeah, definitely let's go for colorful. Yep, alright. Alright. Okay, so I have this here. Am I try to... The camera is a bit high for me, so I have to keep reminding myself to put my stuff up there. So how about a pink sequin? I say as I send pink sequins everywhere, literally in like all the areas adjacent. Pink sequins, flying pink sequins. They definitely have wings. So, oh, this one doesn't... This one is not even perforated. There's no hole in this one. Okay. Okay, that's better. What else? I'm kind of not sure about the pastel-y ones. I don't know why. I kind of feel like the metallic ones fit better, except for the pastel white one, kind of for the white felt bits. Wow, I make sense. I make a lot of sense. Quality control. You know, that reminds me, as you guys might have noticed, that I've made quite a few videos about Temu products, and I kind of get really weird comments on those, feel. And I mean, everyone can think whatever they want, that's fine. But like sometimes I see people like really ditch Temu and to be like, oh, you need to instead buy on a more reliable platform, something like Amazon. And I'm like, wait, that's the same. Oh, another non-perforated sequence. I think the metallic ones go with the retrovibrant whole set. What kind of weird comments? Yeah, people will be like, if you get these items for that great price, there's definitely something fishy, you shouldn't buy on there, you should buy other places, and people will recommend, oh, the light pink. People are like, you know, buy on Amazon or whatever, but I'm like, it's the exact same thing, except Amazon will have it at like a huge markup. It's even like the same presentation. I don't know if you guys have gotten anything from Amazon that's from a Chinese seller or from Temu. It's the same, exact same packaging. Exactly. It's just that on Amazon you'll pay like 3 times the price. Like say a box of sequins like this would be like $8 Canadian on Temu and like 20 on Amazon, and I'm like, it's the exact same thing. The only difference is the price. I should probably... What's applique 53? I think that's the bow. This is also gonna have a red bow on it. So how do we feel about these sequins in light of the fact that there's gonna be a red bow next to them? I don't know about Temu as I've never used it, but for sure AliExpress, they sell the exact same thing. It's basically AliExpress, except that Temu often has deals where if you purchase for a minimum amount, like Amazon, you get free shipping basically. Well, I think if I remember right, AliExpress, you kind of had different prices of shipping depending on which you get. You guys are vibing today. Like, that's what I keep saying in my videos, so I'm gonna repeat myself quickly here, but there are things that I wouldn't never get on Amazon / AliExpress / Temu, and that's like any kind of weird electronics that are not from a known brand, you know, and clothing. So I'm like, ugh. But for, you know, like inert stuff like this. Oh, unrelated, but do you know those so tight? Yeah. Oh, shoes. Oh my gosh, stop. As they are a USA company, they're really expensive to get them here. Oh no. Do you need some? I can send you the ones I have. I don't use them. But it's a kitty. Hi, Berlioz. Hi, pretty kitty. T'as-tu vu à la fenêtre? Il était beau. Gray kitties in the fall colors are so handsome. Some things you need to try out or try on. Yeah, and I mean, it's unreliable, you know, like every kind of piece of clothing on these fast production platforms, they're never like the images. So like a t-shirt is not even gonna be made from cotton. So it's kind of not worth it. It's literally garbage. But for a box of sequins, like the one I would buy at $20 in a shop is exactly the same. It comes from China. It's exactly the same thing. Oh, it's so funny. It's quite windy today, and since it's fall, all the leaves are like really easy to detach from trees. So as it's windy, whenever there's a gust of wind, there's a bunch of leaves that fall down, and the kitties find that so entertaining. I know that Shiro earlier was pouncing around attacking leaves, and it's so funny to watch them. They're like, whoa, what's going on? What's happening? What kind of magnets are those? Do I have some? I don't have any near me. But they're really strong magnets with a plastic backing, and then you also have a metal part. It's a bit like a needle minder, but just a magnet, basically. So I was looking around and I came across hijab magnets. Oh! I tried so tight like magnets from a British company, but the magnets were way too strong. The so tight, the American ones are really strong too, so I don't know if you'd like them. Il va revenir. Il est tweet.
Oh non, Fluffy.
Oh no! Of course. Oh, il y a Berlioz aussi, il est revenu.
C'est pour Berlioz.
Il est tout content. Il cœur sapin un peu. No, Fluffy, come on. Oh, il est tellement cute. Oh, it's really windy here tonight. Oh! Whereas the hijab magnets are just the right strength and you can get really flat. Oh, that's really cool. Good to know. I'll have to check it out just out of curiosity. Hijab magnets are super cheap. Yeah. The Sultites one are ridiculously pricey, to be honest. I think it's because it's a very small company that they have to, like, they cannot order in big enough quantities to get better prices. Yeah, what was that? Are you guys okay? Oh, that was just the window. It's very squeaky. Y a-tu la queue en sapin un peu?
Un petit.
Il est tout mignon. Salut Verlieuse. The finding of the day were tiny ceramic bowls for terrariums, which I feel could be used. Yes, if you check out Claire Cheese handmade watercolors, she often has them in those little ceramic bowls. Yeah, I don't like the magnets to be too strong. Yeah, the So Tights one, they're really, 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 really strong. So you probably lucked out by going for the hijab magnets. Ils sont tellement derpy, là. Is the wreath? No, this area here is for the bow. Because I was finding that they would misalign the EPP pieces when. Oh, that's a very good point. J'ai vu Fluffy panser les feuilles. C'est vraiment mignon, là. On drôle aujourd'hui. I still have so many pieces to sew. Yeah, but you're going so fast. Like, you're going really, really fast. So, unless your hand, like, poops out on you, you will be done in no time. I'm still gonna have so many sequins after. I'm gonna have to think of stuff to sew sequins onto. Pooperino. I still have the 240 pieces that are individual pieces and not sewn onto anything. But I mean, how many have you done so far? You've done like that's what, less than half? You could get into sequin. Yeah, but I'd have to, like, as with everything, my issue is often with the, I should have cut this one off before sewing the sequins on. My issue is not with the thing itself, like it's finding the reason to do the thing. Like, what would I embroider with sequins? Next year I'm going to teach myself a new craft. I'm thinking either bobbin lace or goldwork embroidery. Which one do you think I should go for? Ooh. Okay, so a few concerns. Which one is more affordable? Basically, I have half a wreath that is still individual pieces. Yeah, but you have half a wreath that's not individual pieces too. So if you were able to make it for the other half, and very quickly too, you just need a good show to watch and you'll be set. The other half of the wreath are in gloves of 4 pieces at the moment. Yeah, I started rewatching Grimm. I think bobbin lace has more cost up front in that you need the bobbins, pins, and the pillow. I think goldwork will have a higher running cost. Oh, dang, that's not exactly helpful. Hey, Jenny, right? Hey, Firecloud. So how is bobbin lace when you compare it to tatting? Is it in any way similar? Lana, do you have any experience, knowledge with either of these crafts? Do you prefer that I go by Firecloud or? Well, I hope you're doing okay too. well, that fell down. Ow! God dang it! I don't care about this. Okay, cool. Bobbin's lace is only related to tatting instead, and that both make some sort of lace. The method are okay, good. I'm asking a bunch of questions because I'm trying to get a sense of what each craft entails and what it's like or not like. Does that make sense? Well, I dropped my pen, then I bent down and made old person noise because I'm old and I'm short. So basically, everything that falls on the floor is always like hard to grab because I have short arms and short everything. And then as I got back up, I hit my glasses on the table. The needle you use is so short. It is, but that's fine. Well, yeah, your needle is so short. I tend to use long needles. I mean, I'm using the ones that I got in the black clover gold needle set thingy. If that's even a sentence. I just use whatever I have on hand. I don't think I... Like, unless I'm doing sashiko, and even for sashiko, I tend to go for the short sashiko needles. I don't know why. I have my baggie with all the remnants. What? Hold on, what? I like the longer ones too. With the short ones, I always hurt my finger. It's amazing how different people use different... No, it's fine. I mean, you're not wrong. Scout has opinions on the matter. How do you not hurt your fingers with needles? The thing is you hurt your fingers with needles. It's a given. And the more you practice sewing by hand, like, it's gonna hone up your dexterity and you're gonna poke yourself less often, but you never, like, I don't think even the most experienced of seamstresses just don't poke themselves. I think they still do, they just don't really care.
Je sais pas battre la sécheuse.
Ok, pourquoi?
Pour attendre l'autre, parce qu'il y a vraiment rien dedans.
Ok. Il y avait genre plein de T-pens, puis... Ok. So I'm impressed that you use such short needle. Seriously, I like before you said anything, I didn't even notice that it was a short needle. It's a bit of like, anything goes. For this specific usage, like for some other craft, I might need something different. But for this, I don't know. It's like very short bursts of hand sewing. So it's not like I'm going for a really long time doing something. But yeah. I've got a good callus on my index finger at the moment from all the sewing. I don't feel a thing. The thing is whenever I get like some wear on my fingers, it immediately cracks and peels and bleeds, and like it's not great. I used to do some bookbinding years ago, which was fine, but with fabric I always poke myself. You can get some finger guards, I think, if that's something that like really bothers you. Oh shit. I just went through the felt with my So I do need to go see the therapist again for my left hand. Like the physiotherapist, not the brain therapist. Hey, Paulo! Yeah, how are you? Doing okay-ish, going through some stuff, but going on. Well, I hope that resolves, you know, in a timely fashion. I tried those, but they're not my thing. The poking is okay. I can live with it. It's not like I sew that often. The one poking that really, really hurts is needle felting. Oh, dude, that's not a pleasant one. It is so painful. Because the thing is, with the needle felting needles, they have teeny tiny little barbs on them. So that you get some purchase on the wool and it felts. Oh, I forgot. I need to put the sequins first. So yeah, you're gonna need finger protections for needle felting because poking your fingers with it is really, really painful. And oftentimes with needle felting, you have kind of a stronger momentum going to, like, more force in the movement. So if you stab yourself with the needle, it tends to be a kind of a stronger stab. Oh yeah, those are bad. I bought some to mend my shoes. Luckily, I got away without losing a hand. Are you felting? Not at the moment, but I've done it in the past. And I think like overall, I didn't stab myself all that often, but it's just a lot less forgiving than accidentally poking yourself while hand sewing. Like hand sewing, it hurts and it will occasionally bleed. But with needle felting, it hurts even more and it will bleed. Oh, I'm sorry if this is a bit too much. But yeah, that's an experience. I understand why you can get some like leather finger protection for that one. Also, you kind of don't need the same level of dexterity as for sewing. I feel like with needle felting, the hand that holds the felt doesn't need the same kind of dexterity that you need from sewing. Shit. So yeah, what I'm doing right now is just embroidering the sequins. So I take the needle out from the back of the fabric, put the sequin in, put the little bead in, and then I poke back in the sewing to the back of the fabric. So the little bead is what holds it all in place. So that's 2 little scarves. What kind of shoes do you wear that you can use needle felting needles to repair them? That sounds really convenient. Hey, Cyan! Hi! I had house shoes made out of felt with... Ooh! It didn't look that good, but I could wear them a bit longer that way. That's a really awesome idea. Absolutely. Right. That was not my favorite part of everything. How are you, Cyan? Yeah, now I have to cut out the middle. That sounds fun. How am I supposed to do this? This is mental. Whew. Okay, okay, it's not too terrible. I'm good, I'm knitting. What are you knitting? I'm gonna attach the bow at the same time because it's basically the same thing. It's attached to the wreath using a sequin. So I know I have quite a bunch of people from a bunch of places in chat. So how do you guys celebrate Halloween if you do? Over here it's pretty much like what they do in the US. So it's mostly like trick-or-treating, getting dressed, like wearing a costume, spooky stuff. It's a very commercial holiday if you take it just at, you know, at face value, kind of. Christmas jumper for my sister. She loves pink, so it's pink with... Oh, that's lovely! It's funny that you really like green and she likes pink. It's like you picked complementary colors. Come on. Ah. It keeps catching in my fingers. Stay there. Also gonna need a sequin for the bow. It's gonna be here, I guess. Kind of feel like it has to be red. Yeah. Halloween is just recently come here, but it is mostly theme party with friends. Is it like a holiday that's sort of really aimed at kids? Because that's basically how it is here. Like, kids will go trick-or-treating past a certain age. It's frowned upon to go trick-or-treating, and that's when you have a party with your friends and snacks and alcohol and whatnot. And then they kind of assume that when you're an adult, you just don't do anything. Except maybe in workplaces. But yeah. Halloween is not a big thing here either, so we're just being annoyed by random people with kids trick-or-treating and ringing the bell all night while the house is not decorated. Yeah, you cannot have decorations or any lights on. If you don't want people ringing the door, you kind of have to make it look like there's nobody home. I don't celebrate. Some people do, since it's gotten popular over the last few years, but it didn't reach every area. Mostly cities, I think. We don't. Wow, what the heck? Voyons, Colin. Sorry. Why did they... Their sequence placement is stupid. Yeah, it is stupid on the... Can I get away with... I think that might work. Yeah, I think that's better. And we don't see too much of the print in the back. You don't? It's horrible. There is a German tradition to do that, but on November 11th. 2 days a year is too much. Yeah, definitely. I'm fully aware that I sound like a super old grumpy German. We have similar things on Easter time where kids go around Viavanta in Palm Sunday. I like it more since no tricks involved. Well, over here people hardly ever do the trick thing. Maybe sometimes teenagers will like toilet paper or something or throw eggs or something, but it's kind of rare. Besides, like I'm in Quebec, and as you guys probably know, maybe remember, but over here we speak the main language is French, and there is no real equivalent to trick or treat. Like it really doesn't translate to French all that well. So basically what we would do when we would ring doors and people would open the door, we would yell just Halloween, and it kind of doesn't put the emphasis on the trick part of the holiday. I think over here April's Fools is the day that's more associated with like tricks and pranks. On the 11th of November, I thought that was on the 30th of April. Well, yeah, no tricks. Usually the kids tell rhymes or sing for the treats, which is kind of cute. It is cute. So yeah, we have 2 times carnival per year, depending on the region. November 11th, or Ash Wednesday, or oh my gosh. November 11th are also tiny kids stores with music and lanterns and big fires for St. Martin's Day. I thought I did the wrong direction. I thought about the trick part with... I'm not gonna say that. Also, weather plays big role. We might have -Celsius next week, and it is getting dark super early, so no one would want kids to go around. Well, it doesn't stop people here. Some people will try to do it a bit differently, I guess, but instead of having the kids go around houses, they will sometimes have like boot trick-or-treating in the meaning of car boots. Like, I think you get a bunch of adults, obviously, with their cars in some areas, and the kids go from car to car, and like the boot of the car is kind of the place where you will get the candies and whatnot. Does that make sense? It's also kind of stupid when it gets really cold or really ugly temps, because nowadays most costumes are kind of meant to be worn indoors, especially store-bought costumes. So when you go trick-or-treating and it's cold, you kind of have to wear your costume under your coat. So basically when you ring the doors, you don't look like anything. So you kind of have to go like, oh, what are you dressed as? Ah, interesting. and they keep on like, you know, saying stuff, oh, instead of wearing masks that can obstruct your vision, you're better off with makeup. So it's like sometimes it's really hard to tell what the kid is disguised as. Oh my god, the cars. Some kids stand on roads and only let cars pass by for candy. What? That's so lazy. Besides, it's part of the thing. You cannot go trick-or-treating when it's still like daylight outside. It has to be dark, you know? It doesn't work otherwise. Yo! Salut bestiole. Petite face.
Oui.
Elle a tellement de l'air énervée, là. Je sais pas s'il reste des Temptations que Berlioz a fait tomber. Can I share with you guys some kind of stupid rabbit hole I went into not too long ago? Just something silly. Yes, sure it does. Okay, so do you guys know who Jackson Galaxy is? It's this kind of flamboyant guy that is a bit of a celebrity, but is also like his main focus is to work with cats and work on their behaviors, and it's kind of hard to put into words, but he's like a cat whisperer of sorts. Yeah, the cat whisperer, the cat guy. So he's a really flamboyant looking dude. He's got like a really intricate beard, and I think he doesn't have any hair on the top of his head, and like piercings and like really fancy glasses and all of that. And I don't know why, but I kind of didn't really think about it, and I sort of assumed that he was gay. And that's perhaps the part that's a bit bad, but like I just didn't think about it. Like and I was watching one of his videos recently, and he was mentioning his partner, that is someone named Minu. And I had to pause because I was like, wait a second. Minu in French is a word for cat. And I was like, hold on. The cat guy has a partner named Cat. What the? So I had to Google it. Turns out he's not gay, and he's married to a woman named Minu, and I think it might be an Indian from India name. It was just such a weird moment of like rabbit hole brain that I was like really surprised. Like I didn't know any better, but that was kind of surprising to see. Especially the fact that her name sounds like a word in French for cat. That was the part that really like sent me. Because I was like, how likely is that to happen? And it did. It's just so You know, par for the course. Like, it's what you would expect. Of course. To be fair, also. Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't really... I didn't have any reason to kind of look into this in detail. And the fact that he's such a flamboyant personality kind of stereotypes him as something. But yeah, that was my weird rabbit hole of not long ago. But yeah, the cat guy has a wife named Minu. I was just... What? Okay, sure, cool. If she's Indian, the name probably has meaning in Sanskrit. Yeah, but I doubt it means like cat or kitty or something. I mean, if it does, that's even more like amazing. But it was just so weird because I had no knowledge of everything, and I just heard him talk, and he was like, "Oh, I was talking to Minu about blah 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 blah," and I was like, "Minu? Hold on, who are you talking to? Your cat or?" And yeah, turns out it's a name. Ah, Fluffy Tea. Pauvre Chiro.
Oh wow. J'ai fait le saut.
Chris Moussi, hein? Petite bête. Cat drama.
Chiro, elle l'attend bien.
Ben, elle avait de la bien, là, de la pas sûre.
Ah.
Pauvre petite bête, je pense que c'est plus de peur que de mal. Comme je veux juste dormir, laissez-moi patience, asti. C'est correct, Chiro? Engie. One noun, a celestial of hot gas that radiates energy derived from thermal one nuclear reaction in the interior, a star. Oh, that's lovely. Any affairs mostly cold-blooded. What? So it's either a star or a fish, or a starfish. I have to go now, my son needs to go. Oh, have a good evening, Firecloud. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was nice to see you. Fish, not a cat. Well, that's kind of connected, you know. There's been so much cat drama lately. Cats. I wonder if Otto fell asleep. What's the cat drama? Okay, so as you guys know, I get many cat visitors outside. And you've heard the names of a few of them, including Shiro and, you know, Chaz and all of that. And a semi-recent visitor that we nickname Fluffy Tabby or Fluffy Tea. We don't know if the cat has a name, but it probably has a name, but like we don't know anything about the cat because it doesn't have any kind of ID, doesn't have color, doesn't have an ear tip, but it's a long-haired cat and it seems to be in good shape, so we're kind of guessing that the cat has a home somewhere. And it's a really, really friendly to humans cat, but the other cats really don't like how Fluffy T will approach them to be really close. Like, it doesn't respect boundaries. And Shiro was just hanging out here, just next to the window. And Fluffy T came around and kind of went too close, or perhaps attacked Shiro. And she kind of jumped in the window and meowed, and you know, a lot of angry meowing and hissing, and yes, I'm talking about you. And here's ears going backward and all of that. But she just wants to take a nap peacefully. Yeah, not everyone is a fan of Fluffy T. I think actually no one is a fan of Fluffy T in the cat population. As a human, if it was only Fluffy T, it's a really, really friendly cat who will come to you for pets and like be really, really cute. But to the other cats, it's a nuisance. Yeah, Fluffy T is trying to establish the rules, but that's not exactly how it rolls. Oh. Est-ce encore là ou est partie?
Je sais pas.
Oh, elle est partie. Bit. Oh, she left. Fluffy T has no respect for the rules. So I was counting the cats we get as visitors the other day, and there's something like 8 of them. Yeah, there are quite a lot in this area. We also have many cats around here. Are they all? Is it partly like ferals, or is it outdoor cats that have a home too, or what kind of cat population is it? Neighbors' cats that roam. Okay, so they are taken care of. That's good. There really are no homeless cats as far as I know. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, ideally they would stay indoors because that's safer. But if they are going outside, it's nice to know that they have a home to go back to. This area has very few cats. I think I have only seen 3 at our walks for like 2. Oh, that's really few cats. Wow. Maybe people keep them indoors. Oh yeah, I know who they belong to, and they have collars with bells. That's awesome. That's the best, because that also helps with the not killing all the local birds and little critters. Unfortunately, cats are really good hunters. Well, not all of them, but you know, in general. Yeah, it is not common here to let cats free roam since it's in really dangerous. Yeah, that's perfect. I mean, cats ideally should stay indoors. In a lot of places, we've completely, you know, removed the need for them to be a feral creature. It still happens because they reproduce way too much and way too fast, and we can't keep up with it. So a lot of them end up staying outdoors for their whole life, but ideally that wouldn't be the case. I think the only use I've seen for cats in a way that is not to keep them indoors is to have barn cats or like mouse or cats, but even then you still gotta do a minimum, like spay neuter them and make sure they're up to date on all their vaccinations and whatnot. I wish it was less common here too. Yeah, I wish. I mean, as much as I enjoy seeing the cats and as much as I love Shiro, I would much prefer if they stayed inside. There's really no need for free roaming cats in cities. Especially intact ones. Only in rural areas they are let roam, but often end up living very short lives. We have a lot of... Yeah, that's the issue. And like the predators for cats doesn't have to be big things. Like foxes are predators, cars in a way, humans. You know, like anything that's a bit aggressive, like coyotes or wolves or... I've definitely seen a few. Oh, dude, that's so sad. It is heartbreaking. We have no predators as such, but dogs. Foxes are a known predator for cats. And yeah, of course, cars. Speaking of cars, and on a somewhat different topic, we are starting to see a lot of electric cars around here, and I really like the sound they make. They make kind of a melodious sound when they roll by, and I kind of like it. They're not completely silent, but they're not noisy either. It's a fair level of sound that is not as annoying as cars are. And now we're starting to see delivery vans too that are electric delivery vans, and they also make the kind of musical sound. They're nice and quiet. Yeah, they're not entirely quiet, which is, you know, preferable, but they're not like rah, just noise. They have like this humming sound that is, you know, not exactly annoying. It's kind of pleasant. One of our neighbors got an electric car that is kind of loud for some reason. Oh, that's weird. Is it a hybrid or is it just electric? can hear it with windows closed. Ah, that's annoying. That's not good. We have hybrid car. It is very silent. It's so weird, isn't it? Like, just nothing. Electric, and it's kind of a whistling. Ugh. Perhaps it's faulty. But yeah, I really like them. They roll by and they go like, ooh. And you're like, oh, electric car. Whee! It sounds wrong. I've never heard any other electric car do that noise. Yeah, it does. It's not good. It's not reassuring, to be honest. I'm almost done with the sequins on this little bit. That's meant to go on top of the stocking decoration. I think I'm gonna have to stop after that though, because my my left hand is not really, even if it's not doing much, it's not enjoying what little it does. I took I got an appointment to go see I mentioned this, to go see the physiotherapist again, and he'll be able to help. But yeah, in the meantime, it's kind of borked. I used to have this pain in my thumb, mostly like in this area, and it came from hand sewing a bit too intensely. And I went to see him and he got me some exercises to do, and I did them, but then it kind of came back again, and this time it's kind of, it reaches further than just the thumb, so I'm not exactly psyched about it. And that was like a year ago. Tying off is the part that's the most annoying with sequins, because everything gets caught up in the sequins on the back. Alright, alright. Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to do a second knot to secure this. Hopefully, oh yeah. And then I like to bury the thread for a bit within the felt before I cut it. Got the extra here too. Boop. There you go. All right. Ouch. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's weird. Now it's in, in the wrist too, and in the fingers. So he'll be able to help me figure it out. All right. So I will end things here for today. Thank you so much, guys, for being here for this session of me rambling and trying to make little felt ornaments. I'm gonna just put stuff away. I got some new sandwich bags to put all the items from penguins 3 and 4 in there. Just gonna shove everything in there. I still have the the things for the penguins number 1 and 2. I did a bit of work on them off screen. Just shoving everything in there. Let's go. And a random sequin escape. Go there. And yeah, I can show what these guys look like quickly. But yeah, so this is the one that will be holding the candy cane, I think. The candy cane, I used some embroidery thread that I had that was a bit shiny to do the stripes because I thought it would be more interesting. I secured them with a bit of the ribbon. They're stuffed, and I used the button, like I attached the ribbon like this and hid that, put that in the penguin, so it's really solid basically. But yeah, it's really time consuming, so I haven't done much. But yeah, thank you so much guys. I hope you have a great weekend. We should be able to see each other next Saturday for more on these guys. And until then, I hope you have a great week. And take care. Bye bye.